Hey, yo, YouTube, truckers and trucker gals worldwide. It is your boy, your mans, your royals, the often imitated, never duplicated, the one and only, Enrique Prince, back here with another video for y'all to enjoy on this Saturday, February 1st, 2025. If you are a new subscriber here, welcome and thank you. If you are returning, thank y'all so much for the viewership. I really do appreciate when you guys support the channel simply by clicking the video, listening to the royal conversations that we have, dropping our perspective, experiences, and motivations. Hopefully you guys are staying focused out there. The first month of the year is over. Hope we're all keeping that same energy, doing what we got to do to stay focused and get our goals accomplished for the year 2025. It has been about a week and a half since I've dropped some content, but the reasoning for that is basically because I've been marinating in the game, just taking each day at a time and really staying focused. So with that being said, let's get into the topic. I really do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Sit back, relax, let's do it. All right, gang, so we are back, and like I said in the very beginning, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate the viewership and all the support. Whether you are a new subscriber here, returning, make sure you do hit that like button, support the content, drop a comment, ask a question, share your experiences. If there's any type of topics that you want me to talk about and highlight in any of my videos, don't be afraid to suggest it down below in the comment section. You dig what I'm saying? All right, so with that, YouTube, January 28th, 2025 has officially marked my second month out here over the road, OTR driving straight, you know what I mean? The last load that I dropped off in California, I had just ran out of hours. I was like 68 hours into my 70-hour clock, and I had to do a 34-hour reset. It's crazy how it worked out because I was about 160 miles away from the crib, so I got with my dispatch to let them know, hey, it'd be cool if I could skate to the house with the truck, take my 34, be ready to roll in about 48 hours. So they obliged. It was no problems. I was able to go home, see the fam bam for a little bit, turn on my PS5, and just relax, you know what I'm saying, get my mind off of the road. I'm currently back on the road now, about to take a load from California down to Jacksonville, Florida. So we're still going to be on the grind for about another month here. Again, it was just nice to be able to take a 34 and get to the house. Now, obviously, if you click this video, you see the topic and real conversation that we are going to be discussing. And as I've been on the road for these last 2 months, you know, coming up with things to relay to the people that are watching, the people that are just coming out of school, is very important to me. You know, as I always say, I'm not a trucking guru. I'm not out here trying to tell you that I can transform your trucking life and I know everything about trucking. That is never my goal. It's really just me going through the process myself and sharing whatever logic and knowledge that I have, useful information that people can benefit from. And I want to talk about some things that you must understand about trucking if you are getting into this industry. Now, I really want to speak to the newer drivers that are coming out of CDL school, the ones that drop comments on my videos and are still fresh in the mind frame. A lot of the veteran drivers already know what's up. They know what to expect out here. And for them, just like myself, it's just a matter of surviving every day and getting to the next load. But if you're new in this game, there's so much you have to understand about trucking and the trucking industry. You know, the first thing that you have to understand and really put into your mind frame and absorb is that this is a business. If you're coming out of trucking school and you're going with a mega carrier, and you're trying to develop this mind frame of what to expect out here when you get hired on with a new company, I strongly urge you to understand that trucking is a business at the beginning and the end of the day. All right? No matter what content you watch on YouTube, no matter who you choose to follow, you must understand that everybody is at different levels in the game. A lot of the people that you probably watch have been trucking for 5 years plus, So you've got to know that you're not going to come in the trucking industry making as much money as they're making, having the same type of rapport with the company that you're expecting. It really is a business. And once you understand that from the get-go, it'll make your transition into everything else a lot easier. As we all know, the common conversation around social media and even YouTube, right, is that people make trucking look good. People glorify these big pieces of machinery. They're showing you all the sights, what coffee they drink, the shirts and the hoodies that they're buying at the truck stops. They glamorize the industry. But then at the same time, you hear all the negatives about the industry. Crappy equipment, the pay isn't good, quality of life sucks, not enough home time. And this may be true, depending on what part of the spectrum you're on. That's why I say you must understand that this is a business. And what way to thrive in a business? What is the best way to thrive in a business? It's to add value. You've got to add value to yourself out here. Okay? Trucking, as you've heard from myself and probably many people on YouTube, is a lifestyle. There's a reason why they say that. If you're looking for a job, you'll find it, because it is a job, right? If you're just looking to make money, pay your bills, trade your time for some money, you don't really have a plan, a goal in mind. You don't look at this trucking industry, because that's what it is, an industry, right, as a business, and you don't develop a business mind frame. You will treat it like a job. And there's nothing worse than not understanding what you're getting yourself into. Now, YouTube, I'm a very passionate and dedicated individual. You know what I mean? I take pride in what I do. I'm a deep thinker. I'm someone who understands that you really got to put in the work and be logical in real time. I knew when I got into the trucking industry what it was going to take. I knew my first couple months over the road if it was for me or not. I could really do anything if I put my mind to it. And the lifestyle of trucking fit right in with who I am as a person. And when I see these grown men and women on YouTube giving this false reality to people and not being able to articulate the realities of trucking, it makes me laugh. Because again, it's all about the glamorization. Nowhere in a lot of these people's content are they giving you substance. They're always complaining. They're always documenting how the company did them wrong. All these expectations. And when you really look at the body of work when it comes to them adding value to themselves and the company, I really don't see it. I can see why they get treated the way that they do. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's like when you really sit back and look at it, You know, trucking is a culture. It's 2025. Yeah, things have changed, right? But there's a reason why you come across a lot of these veterans have been on the road for 20 years plus that have left the industry, or ones that are out here right now that are unhappy with the game because they've been involved. They understand. When they see these new drivers out here, they're disrespecting the game. And that's how I feel a lot of times. You know, I'm out here really putting in the work. What you got to understand about trucking is trucking will change you, whether you want it to or not. It can either change you for the better, or it could change you for the worse. You're going to learn a lot about yourself out here. You're going to learn if you have the patience. You're going to learn if you have the dedication, the willpower. Are you able to think critically? Are you able to stay disciplined? A lot of people can. And when they see it, they get it confused. They don't realize the true sacrifice they're going to have to make in order to get what they want. And there's stages to it, right? I respect it. You know, if you want to come on YouTube and make content and, again, you know, show people the countryside and what it looks like and what coffee you're drinking that day, that's cool and everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's deeper than that. It's a process. It's your way of life. You know, time is very valuable. So if you're not adding value to yourself while you're out here, if you're not really understanding why dispatch might be hitting you up 30 times a day to check on their load that they spent money on with the broker, and you think they're just harping on you because, you know, they want to call you and talk to you. Like I said, this is business. It's money moves being made out here. Trucking will make you stand on business. And once you know who you are within this trucking game and take pride in the things you're supposed to be doing, you'll realize how you open up so much for yourself. In my situation, like I said, I've been over the road for 2 months now. I work for a foreign company. And it was like that. It was like that for the first week and a half. But I challenged myself. I knew what I was capable of, like I'm telling y'all, YouTube. And I didn't get offended. I say, you know what? I'm out here for a reason. You know, I have a certain number that I want to save. I made a couple checks already. I see the potential of what I'm doing. So all I got to do is the work and keep adding value to myself. I don't expect the company to hold my hand and guide me through everything, because they didn't do it in the beginning. When I got in this truck, they didn't run me through every single thing that I needed to know. I had to figure out a lot of things out here, and I'm still learning. I understand what people say now when they say I learn something new every day about trucking. And I'm like, what you mean? These cats been in the game 20, 25 years. How you still learning? Because they're learning what that day brings. They might know the general situations that can occur, right? But everything is always going to change. It's like the stock market. You can buy into a stock one day low, right? Sit on it for a little while, doesn't move, and you thinking it's a dud. A year or two from now, it's $1 million plus stock, right? Because it changes. It changes with the market. And that's how trucking is. You got to be able to know what you're getting into. What's your goal? Do you want to be an owner-operator? If that's the case, you better start thinking like one. You get what I'm trying to tell you? If you want to own your own business, think about how you'll come at the people that are driving your equipment and your trucks. Especially when you're the one putting up thousands of dollars every single day People calling your phone about, oh, this broke, that broke, and I need this fixed, I need to go to the shop. When you get into that position within yourself, it's going to be on you. You understand? So it just, like I said, it really trips me out when I think about the mentality of a lot of people that get into the trucking industry, especially in this year 2025. I see so many grown men and women that are dependent on what the company can do for them. Their thinking is backwards. Now, I'm not saying just accept any kind of treatment, any kind of equipment. You do have to have some standards, right? You do have to make sure that it's noteworthy and worthwhile. But once you do have that, it's like, what are you doing with it? You expect these people to take care of you? This is the type of job, occupation, or career that you need to be developing, being your own boss. This is a stepping stone. If you're a company driver, yeah, you need to be learning the ropes. You need to learn your equipment. You need to actually get out the truck and do your pre-trips in the morning. You need to actually be managing your time and making sure that you're creating time for yourself by being at these shippers and receivers early, or driving the actual miles per day, so that when you stand down, ain't nothing the company could really tell you. You did your thing. Right? That's why I say YouTube in this particular video, I'm freestyling, because there's so much you need to understand about trucking and the trucking industry. It's evolving. So many things going on right now, not just in trucking, but in the world. But we all have to stay productive to survive, no matter what is happening around us. So I'm just speaking for those that have chosen the same path that I've chosen. This trucker life. If you choose trucking, and you know trucking is for you, and you really want to manifest your reality from the work that you put in this industry, you've got to understand that it's a business. You've got to understand that it's a sacrifice. You've got to understand that you must add value to yourself every day. You got to understand that you're doing this for a reason, not a season. It's going to be good days and it's going to be bad days. But how you develop yourself as the man or the woman that you are is going to speak volumes for what you can accomplish. Honestly, YouTube, we could sit here for another hour and talk about what you and I both need to understand about the trucking industry. But the reality is, you need to understand yourself. You need to understand why you got into this game in the first place. You need to establish your purpose, your visions, what you plan to do with this opportunity. No one can give that to you. Is it about the glamour? Or is it about educating yourself so that you can add value to your process and your journey, and really educate the people that are following in your footsteps, or may even be curious? That's what it's about for me. I really want to do something with this opportunity, and I hope you do too. I'm definitely putting in the work, the sacrifice, and the time. You may have to change some things in your life if this is what you choose. Be willing to separate from negative relationships, family members that doubt, circumstances that try to pull you under. Because when you get out here in the field, that's what it's going to require. Your undivided focus and determination for your ultimate goal. That's what I love about the trucking experience. You really can liberate yourself from a lot of things. But you can't come out here with the mentality that people are going to take care of you, that people are going to care, that people are going to check in and see how you doing. Nah, my baby. This is something that you got to embrace and create your own outcome with. Do you understand that though, right? Yo, it's Prince the Trucker. I appreciate your viewership. If you want to talk about anything specific for the next video, please drop it in the comment section below. Ask questions, share your stories or experiences down in the comments as well. Make sure you do hit that like button. I'm about to retire for the night. I've got a load that I'm dropping off in Jacksonville, Florida. So I just wanted to tap back in with you guys here on the channel. Offer some inspiration, motivation, and education for the situation. You dig what I'm saying? Much love and respect. Still off the imitated, never duplicated, the one and only Enrique Prince, also known as Prince the Trucker. And we'll catch you in the next video. You do understand that though, right? Y'all be safe and God bless. Peace.